and he started getting hurt. But I always
Brian Pillman too. I mean, Brian Pillman.
Damn it, y'all keep taking my fucking picks, yo. Like, yo, I was literally gonna close with you know, because let me get my shit off and I'll let y'all get back to y'all shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, where you going? Go ahead.
Because even though we know what happened, in my view, the person who would have been the greatest Attitude Era champion, period, is Brian fucking Pillman.
You said that too. You've been saying that.
Yeah, like nobody, if you look at what he did with not even title matches in play, like just the shit he was doing just to be there.
He couldn't even wrestle.
Right. He is the true uncrowned king of the Attitude Era, no question to me.
No, he's the uncrowned king of 3 fucking promotions because Brian Pillman started the lunatic shit in WCW, took it to ECW, took it to the WWF, and each time it evolved. A new layer evolved out of each promotion. And Brian, as you're right, Brian couldn't wrestle for almost all 3 of them at one point, but was still one of the biggest attractions in all 3. So shouts out to Brian fucking Pillman.
Yes,
the uncrowned.
absolutely.
Fuck that. We crowning you now. WCW, ECW, and WWF champion.
There you go. Absolutely.
Okay. So okay. Damn, because Brian Pillman, you've been saying for a while, like Brian Pillman started the Attitude Era.
Yeah. Yo.
Like, Booker Man, he wrestled a pencil. Yo. He was the first one to really start breaking the curtain down in ECW.
Right. Between wrestling the pencil, Pillman 9mm, the Triple X Files, like, yo, Pillman is he is the blueprint of Attitude Era.
Cam, you know why? Because Brian Pillman started out as a babyface wearing Cincinnati fucking Bengal fucking pumps, nigga. Yes. That's how he started.
Almost died at Wrestling War 91.
Right. And he was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. and then ever since the Hollywood Blondes, when they gave him that moment to be a heel, and it's been all systems go. Even look at some of the Hollywood Blonde shit, the way he talking on it.
Fam.
And he was a great horseman.
Now we do this from time to time for people who don't listen to Some Dude Pod. Where if this is your first time listening to Some Dude Pod, make sure you check us out on the Barbershop Digital, wherever you listen to podcasts. We do this from time to time. We will be doing a show, and then next thing you know, it turns into a tribute show. It looks like this is turned into a Brian Pillman tribute show. So now this is going to be the name of this podcast, the Brian Pillman Tribute Show. We've done other tributes. We've done a tribute to my favorite one is still Mr. Hughes tribute. But now we tribute Brian Pillman because I'm going to tell you this. Brian Pillman was somebody that I just felt sorry for. Period. Especially Wrestling 191. But the Hollywood Blondes to me is the most underrated tag team in the history of wrestling. That team right there, I understand why some people were upset that they got together and so quickly broke up. Because when they start doing this shit to the ring, and that music, their theme song is still one of my favorite wrestling songs.
Cam, you hit it out the park. Brian Pillman is not looked upon or what he should be, because you got to look at that time from what he was at WCW, which is basically a jobber. Yeah. He was an overglorified jobber at one point.
He was a mid-carder. He was going to get his ass whooped by Lex Luger.
Not even a mid-carder. He was a potential loser. You saw Brian Pillman come out. That was bathroom break time.
Right.
And then, I don't know if he's going to be Paul Roma tonight.
And then to get with, there you go. Another let's go to the bathroom break wrestler. You get to him and Stunning Steve and the Hollywood Bonds, and they wasn't supposed to succeed. When you hear the stories about them,
Lions fan.
They wasn't supposed to succeed. Right. And they overachieved. And then when Brian morphed into the guy that became pretty much the loose cannon, he got with the Horsemen. Then when Brian got kicked out, remember the stuff on WCW on Monday Night Show? He would run by with the call Brian Pillman shit, beautiful if this shit was real or not. They're like, yo, is this shit real or not?
Right.
God.
The Bobby the Brain Heenan joint.
You know,
when Bobby the Brain Heenan cussed at him on Raw.
Yo, that was the first time Bobby Heenan was like, wait. I was like, I don't think Bobby Heenan playing with
And I mean, so yeah, Brian Pillman, unfortunately, because of his death, never got the chance to taste World Championship gold. It's almost kind of like would there have been a Stone Cold if Brian Pillman could have got to the top of the mountaintop?
No, I'll tell you this right now. And I think he said it. I think Steve Austin may have said it. If not, he should. There is no Stone Cold Steve Austin without Brian Pillman because he tried to shoot the man on TV and we thought it was real. That's when we really was like,
but I'm saying,
Stone Cold crazy.
No. I think he still could have became Stone Cold, but it's like this. Jay-Z always says if Big wasn't tragically killed, Hov wouldn't have became Hov.
Nah, listen
to the level that Hov is at.
It would have been a Stone Cold Steve Austin, but it wouldn't have been to what we.
That's what I'm saying.
Started to see.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because Rey Mysterio just said on Busted Open this week that he probably wouldn't have got to where he got to if Eddie Guerrero didn't tragically pass away.
Yeah.
Like So I think that Brian Pillman, we never got to see that. Damn, a Brian Pillman championship run would have been fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So hear me out.
Yeah.
But go, because I have a timeline that makes me believe. I have a timeline that makes me believe that Vince McMahon was going to give Brian Pillman the belt.
Yeah, no, and you know what? And I think honestly, with the whole Kane incident and him Austin shattering his ankle accidentally, obviously, I think that was a piece of the run that was starting. I think the Austin era just kind of happens just because, like, are we really sure that King of the Ring wasn't for Pillman or somebody else? Because
here's the thing, to your point. He just came back from injury, so he got to do his thing in the mid-card. But he was doing it against one of the bigger mid-card wrestlers in Goldust.
Yeah, right.
And taking his bitch, basically.
Yeah, because now he wasn't androgynous no more. He was like a man with a baby.
Right, so the crazy man is like making the androgynous man crazy because he's messing with his girl.
Yeah.
And actually... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and Pillman showed up in different hotel sheets every fucking week. It was like, yo, hey, your bitch in the shower, my nigga.
I'm not, like, you know what? Like,
I was just gonna say that.
You know what? Like I really Cam, thank you for that, dog, because you really just reignited all the stuff that Pillman did. Because I kind of forgot about it. Like he wasn't even somebody I was thinking about, but in this conversation, it's like, damn, Brian Pillman would have been a great champ. But really thinking about what he was, you're right. He was the Attitude Era in 3 different promotions.
Yes.
And not really, like, can't really say that. You can't really say he affected WCW, ECW, and the WWF all in this basically the same timeline with the same fucking character. And each character added another fucking layer.
He's the first wrestler in WWF history to have a guaranteed contract.
There you go.
He changed the game, period, just off of signing his name on the